What's up people, Matt Sheriff here, and in this video I want to talk about cryptocurrency scams and Bitcoin auto trading suckers. So as I mentioned in a lot of other videos and articles, there's been a lot of companies popping up, especially in 2017, talking about Bitcoin passive income, Bitcoin auto trading, grow your Bitcoin balance, double your Bitcoin in X amount of days, blah, blah, blah. And a lot of crap is coming about because I really think the network marketing industry touches a lot of different spaces, over years and years, whether it's the health and nutrition industry, whether it's drop shipping, whether it's investments, whether it's Bitcoin now. The network marketing model for sales is very, very powerful in a way that so many different affiliates can get a hold of it and promote it to a lot of people, especially with the dawn of the internet, as accessible as information is now. And I think a lot of people are set up to get burned by the crap that's coming out with all these platforms. And in this video, I want to give you 3 things to look at if you're new to Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, or maybe you're familiar with it and you're looking at some of these programs. I want to give you 3 things to really think about when you're getting involved with some of the companies that are popping up. So number 1 is looking at the interest rate. If the interest rate is too high, so that means the capital that you put in, X amount of Bitcoin, X amount of dollars, the interest that they pay you on a daily, weekly, monthly basis, or however they do it, does it seem too high? When these companies are putting that they pay you 7% a day, or 4 to 5% a day, that's very, very high, and it's hard to sustain that over a long period of time, over years to come. It's very hard to sustain that amount of profitability, which seems crazy. So that's something to look at. And then, are they paying you on a fixed rate? Is it 7.2% a day that's fixed, or is it 4.5% a day that is fixed? Which again is crazy, because if they're also trading and they're trading the markets don't move in a fixed way. They move how they want, especially the cryptocurrency market, which is pure supply and demand at its finest. So the way it moves is not in a fixed way. It's in a very loose and up and down and nobody can predict way. So if a company is offering you high percentage rates at a fixed rate, then that's something to look at and be wary of, because that's very hard to sustain. So that's number 1. Number 2 is the company itself and the leadership and strategy that they have going on. So does the company have a face? The CEO or the founders? Can you see them? Are they accessible? Are they on webinars? Can you read about them? If the CEO is a ghost and you can't find any information on them, then be wary of that. Because there was once, I got pitched over 15 times on a particular company, and I wanted to find out who the CEO and founders of the company were. And I literally spent like 72 hours asking different people, even people that were making crazy profits in the company, if who the founders were, who the CEOs were, and nobody could tell me. Major alarm bells are going off in my head, and I think major alarm bells are going off in their head. They just didn't really care because they were making so much money, which is a scary, scary thing. And also for me, this is just like a personal thing, but maybe the company name. Do you know what I mean? Like, not to like name any companies, I wasn't gonna do it, but really think about it. Like, Bet Robot is a trading company that is a crap platform. But Bet Robot, if you think about branding and you think about building a company and establishing it for years to come, Bet Robot, what a crap name. It just sounds awful. So really think about who's behind it, the strategy, where they're going with it. Is it for long term? And if it doesn't seem that way, then run away. That's number two. Number three is who are promoting these programs, because what I see is in all these crap programs that seem to be very, very dodgy, the people that are promoting them are recruiters and salespeople. They, for me, this isn't a blanket statement, but they're not really versed in cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, blockchain technology. Can they explain the blockchain? Can they explain Bitcoin, the factors driving it up and down? What I mean? I feel like a lot of these people are in it to make a quick buck. And that's really something to look at. Can you follow these people? Do they provide value? Are they in it just for the money, or really, helping the industry of cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, solid trade and solid profits grow, and have a good reputation? I think that's very important. And I don't think a lot of these people and companies are doing that. So those three things: interest rates, how high are they? Are they fixed? Does it seem too good to be true? Two is the company, does it have leadership? Does it have strategy? Can you access the CEO, the founders? Always important. And three, what type of people are pushing this platform and service that you can get behind and you can really trust? So those three things to think about. And a couple other things I want to talk about is I've even have friends, that are in these programs that I think are complete crap. And I think they know their Ponzi schemes, and eventually they'll, run out of steam and fold. A small fraction of them tell people the risks as they come into it, these high yielding programs, that there is a high likelihood of failure, and they'll only pay out for so long, which in itself sounds crazy and awful and unethical. But at least they're telling people the risk, so I have some respect for that. And the other people that are just, recruiting to make money and don't really care that people get burned is another story, and is even more complete crap. But at the same time, if you people that are recruiting into this, if you work for, the corporate world and you're in sales and you're working for a company that's crap and you don't really like the product or service that you're selling, it never feels that good. To sell something that you don't believe in, or is gonna fold in a certain amount of time. So I think as the decentralized world and the world of network marketing is different to obviously the corporate world, you're still tying your name to these companies. You're still putting your reputation with these companies as you're endorsing them. You're a salesman, you're an affiliate for them, and you're endorsing to put people in there. And within these programs, a small amount of people are going to make a lot of money, the big recruiters. Some people are going to make money, maybe get their seed money back. And a lot of people are going to get burned, because for other people to get paid in these sort of programs, a lot of people have to get burned. So for me, I don't want to tie myself to that, and I don't understand why other people do either. Maybe they will make a lot of money, and I know people who have made a lot of money. But at the same time, isn't it just as important how you make your money? So that's something to think about. One other thing, really important thing I want to mention is, with the new people getting into Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, especially in the network marketing industry, as obviously hype and marketing and sales grow in this way of people adopting cryptocurrency through these potential awful programs, don't tie Bitcoin and cryptocurrency and blockchain and decentralized networks with these types of programs, because Bitcoin is a beautiful thing. It's a decentralized currency that's open, trusted, and borderless. So it's very, very unique in what it does. What is the problem is when you put your money and you put your Bitcoin into these centralized programs where they get hold of your money and can do what they want with it, then that's the problem, because Bitcoin isn't a regulated security like the dollar or your house or gold. If someone steals that or does something to it, you can call the police and something might happen. If you're trusting one of these programs that looks dodgy with your money, with your Bitcoin, and they do a runner, well, you can say bye bye to that because you're never getting that back. And that's one of the big reasons you need to do your due diligence and think about at least those three things that I mentioned: interest rates, founders, who's promoting it. Look at those certain things, and if it doesn't feel right, it probably isn't right. So be very, very careful. And I'm super passionate about this because the amount of people that are set up to get burned is crazy. And I think it'll taint, cryptocurrency and Bitcoin in the wrong way, even though it has nothing to do with that, because at the end of the day, you're trusting these people with your money. So it's your own fault. Bitcoin is secure, and with the blockchain and decentralization, it's an amazing technology. It's what people do with it that is risky. So make sure you look at those factors, get into something which you can get behind and you trust. And if you feel like you should, tell someone, hey, don't do that, look at these factors, does it seem right to you? It could be over in a couple months, the model isn't sustainable, then make sure you do that, because I think we need more advocates of legitimate programs and promoting real, authentic businesses. I'm Matt Sheriff. If you want some more information on Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, check out the box below. I've got a wealth of information. Subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you on the next video.